Hi everyone, it's Yabos. I try to have devotions every morning if I can. I should make that a law, right? Make that a real rule, but it gets away from me sometimes. With all the stuff that's going on in the world, especially Ukraine, namely Ukraine, I can't help but when I read lately in the last month when I read out of the Bible and thinking about all these things. So I came across, and this is I was reading out of the Legacy Bible, which I find pretty refreshing. It exchanged most of the names in the Old Testament, where some versions will mention they've changed Yahweh to God. They went back to Yahweh. I like it. Anyway, I'm going to be reading out of Luke 21, starting at verse 10, a passage of Scripture that talks about the signs of Christ's return. I'm just reading. I'm not an ordained pastor or minister or anything. Just a regular guy trying to live a godly life. Then he continued saying to them, "Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be great earthquakes, and in various places famines and plagues, and there will be terrors and great signs from heaven. But before all these things they will lay their hands on you and will persecute you, delivering you to the synagogues and prisons, bringing you before kings and governors for my name's sake. It will result in an opportunity for your testimony. So set in your hearts not to prepare beforehand to defend yourselves, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which none of your opponents will be able to resist or refute. But you will be betrayed even by parents and brothers and relatives and friends, and they will put some of you to death, and you will be hated by all because of my name. Yet not a hair of your head will perish. By your perseverance you will gain your lives. And when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then know that its desolation is at hand. Then those who are in Judea must flee to the mountains, and those who are in the midst of the city must leave, and those who are in the countryside must not enter the city. Because these are days of vengeance, so that all things which are written will be fulfilled. Woe to those who are pregnant and to those who are nursing babies in those days, for there will be great distress upon the land and wrath against this people. And they will fall by the edge of the sword, and will be led captive into all the nations, and Jerusalem will be trampled underfoot by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. And there will be signs in sun and moon and stars, and on the earth anguish among nations, in perplexity at the roaring of the sea and the waves, men fainting from fear and the expectation of the things which are coming upon the world. For the powers of the heavens will be shaken. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. But when these things begin to take place, straighten up and lift up your health. But when these things begin to take place, straighten up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near." I'm not trying to do a voiceover, you guys. I think this doesn't talk about Ukraine. It's talking about Jerusalem in the end times and the signs. Nobody knows when the signs when Jesus is coming back. Nobody knows all. but you certainly can see the signs of the times. I mean, there are people who, they try to predict the weather, and you could look at the sky and say it's going to be this tomorrow or whatever. You can see that, but you can't tell by what's going on in politics and the death and destruction around the world that these are certainly, in my opinion, the signs of some end times. I know some of you think I'm I don't know, fanatic or something like that, but I don't think so. I've got a sane head on my on my shoulders. At least that's what my mom tells me. All right, well, that's it. I've never done this before, but before I started my day, I wanted to share that with you because I'm thinking about what's going on in the Middle East and in that part of the world. And yeah, we worry about gas prices here and inflation, and those people are worried about their lives. I want cheap gas, but I don't really. In light of what's going on over there with people in subways, just, I mean, it's just like unbelievable, isn't it? So anyway, God bless. Hope you have a great week. Thank you. Bye.